Hey, Mariah here. It's such a pleasure to be doing a reading for you guys. So I'm doing something a little bit different here on the channel. I am doing a pick a card channel message. And the reason I want to do this is so that way it's more personalized to you, what you need to know. So go ahead, listen to your intuition. I have cards 1, 2, 3, or piles 1, 2, and 3. And I'll be showing you those in a second. Once your intuition points you towards pile 1, 2, or 3, there should be timestamps below where you go ahead and skip to that pile. Again, everything that will be pulled will be a completely channeled message. If you're familiar with my channel, you're familiar with how I channel. So just straight from the hip, whatever spirit needs you to know and understand, that is what I'll be conveying to you. So let's go ahead and get into it. Check out the piles. Okay, so we have our piles here. Black pile is pile 1. Green pile is pile 2, and this pink fairy tale oracle deck, or not oracle deck, but pink fairy tarot deck, this is pile 3. So go ahead for a moment, use your intuition. What do you feel most called towards? Again, black is 1, green is 2, and the pink one is 3. Whatever you feel called towards. So pause the video if you need a little more time, but let's go ahead and get started with pile 1. All right, so pile 1. Hey, how you doing? My name is Mariah. Nice to meet you. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to pull from an oracle deck first and then pull my tarot cards, and then again from there, straight from the hip. So spirit guides, angels, ancestors, please let me know for the people that are watching group 1, that have picked group 1 and resonated with group 1, what do you need them to know? What do you need them to know? I'm hearing sesame seeds or sesame seed. Not sure if somebody is like, now I'm getting like Asian food. Somebody may be a fan of Asian food. Ask for guidance. I'm hearing the letter D, as in like Daryl, Darlene, David, Denise, Diana, Deanna, Dorothy. Oh my gosh. If you can kind of recall, and this just hit me, if you can kind of recall back to the golden era of Hollywood, right? And you had like, and I heard Dorothy Dandridge, you had your Elizabeth Taylors, you had your Marlon Brandos, you had your James Deans, your Marilyn Monroes, the big iconic 1950s Hollywood stars. And a lot of them lived amazing lives on the surface, but behind the doors, they lived pretty miserably. There's something here. Somebody made like that era of film. But I'm hearing, make sure you know what you're wishing for. Make sure you know what you're wishing for. It's like you're being prepared for something. Make sure you know what you're wishing for. Pile 1. Not to say what you're wishing for or manifesting is bad, or it's not something that you should have in your life. I'm not saying that. I'm not getting that feeling. But it almost feels like instead of how those people were kind of thrown into the frying pan and they were laid out to just cook and fry to death by their fame and the torture of paparazzi and the news outlets. There's something, and I know this probably sounds crazy, I know, just give me a second, you know how I go. But it's something here where it's like you've been placed. It's like for you, whatever this is you're wishing for that is coming to fruition for you, it's happening in reverse. So instead of, say if you are wanting to have that super successful career or make X amount of dollars, or, I mean, it could be anything, right? Being able to have that big house or love, I don't know, whatever it is that you're manifesting. Instead of how some people get thrown right into their manifestation or get thrown right into their wish without having the tools or the ability to sustain it, it's like you're receiving the reverse effect of that. It's like you've been placed into a season of isolation or solitude, or feeling like, when is this going to happen for me? Or in a season of feeling like you may not be seeing the progress you're wanting to see, or seeing the kind of outcomes you're wanting to see. And it's not that it's not going to happen for you, pile 1. It's more so the sense of the season of growth and solitude, or putting your nose to the brimstone and trying to grind it out. You're developing the tools, whether you know this or not, to be able to sustain the blessing or the manifestation you've asked for, that you've put out there. So instead of Spirit putting you out there into your manifestation for you to just fry, not be able to sustain it, maintain it, or manage it, it's like Spirit's like, no, we're not going to do that to you. Because if this is what you want, we're going to be able to make sure that you're able to keep it for as long as possible and be able to sustain it and grow it. Being able to use the seeds that you sowed in this manifestation to produce fruit for generations or for lifetimes or for years to come. So instead of just throwing you into the frying pan, and like how you would see with artists and entertainers, they go right into the NFL, NBA, music industry, this and the other third, and they squander their money. They squander their legacy. They squander X, Y, and Z. It's like you're almost going through, if you will, artist development. And I don't know if somebody's here, want to become an entertainer, singer, anything like that. Not saying that you do, but it's just the best way I can give an example of this. It's like you're going through artist development, but instead of in the music industry, it's life development. It's like you're being prepped in advance to be able to sustain and maintain what it is that you're going after, and whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. I hope that makes sense. Hopefully. We got the Four of Swords in the reverse, Lovers in the reverse, the Fool, Star. Somebody may be trying to do something, on a big scale with that. 3 more, Spirit, for my Pile of Wands. Queen of Wands, 2 of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Cups, and on the bottom of the deck we got the 4 of Wands. Yeah, this is the foundation. Whatever this is you've been manifesting and wanting to take that leap of faith, it's like Spirit's trying to catch you before you take that. Oh my God, how can I put this in actual terms of just what I'm feeling? It's like if you were to leap into this manifestation or this blessing that Spirit's trying to give you, or that you've been praying for, if Spirit was to be like, okay, we're just going to give it to you, you have the potential, the great potential, to make certain risks, certain mistakes, and potentially act foolishly in that new blessing or in that new destiny you've been placed upon, or that pathway you've been given, because you didn't have the tools to sustain that foundation. And it feels like along this pathway of, if you will, human development, right? Cultivating the mind, giving you the tools, giving you the insight and the foresight of, when you get into this blessing, you know how to manage, sustain, and maintain, and not squander whatever this is, right? You know how to think accurately. You know how to think on your toes. You know how to rationalize your emotions and not make emotional decisions based upon circumstances, new sets of circumstances and challenges that is going to come with this blessing. It's like Spirit is making sure that you have the full kit and caboodle to really work through this blessing, so that way it continues to bless you time and time and time again, right? This isn't something that you just threw out into the universe and said, Spirit, this is what I want. Spirit wants to make sure that if this is what you want, and that it's not something that, I don't know, how can I put this? If this is something that you want, and that this is something you want to grow for a long time and continue to grow, that it's not handled with disregard. It's not handled with a lack of care. And on this pathway of this human development, artist development, if you will, right? Human development, you're going to, if you will, meet. It feels like there's somebody that's a part of this pathway or this road that you're going to be taking, that's going to aid you, whether that is the person that presents that opportunity, right, of what you've been manifesting, whether this is a circumstance that comes out, but it doesn't feel like it comes out of, like it's predictable. This feels like this kind of comes out of left field in some regard. It's like you already have an inkling of it coming, right? You have an inkling that, okay, I might get this, I might get that opportunity. I think this is going to work out in my favor. My intuition is kind of aligning me with this, and I kind of feel like this is going to happen, but you don't know for certain, right? You don't have the exact answers, or you don't have that guarantee that it is going to happen, but you can feel something in the gut. You can feel something in your soul like, okay, I think what I've been praying for, asking for, manifesting is getting ready to happen, but I'm not sure. I can tell you this, you're not feeling that for no reason. It is going to happen for you, and it feels like there's somebody or something that presents itself that connects you to whatever this is that you've been manifesting. But it happens, and again, all of you are kind of on different timelines if you chose pile 1, but it's going to happen once you've gone through the process of human development. And what does that look like, human development, if you ask? Depends on your manifestation, right? So say, for example, if this is in the area of, career, and you want a high-paying job and you want to have that status or that title or have that career you've always wanted. Well, how good are you with managing your money, right? You may go through life circumstances that will show you, whether through upheaval and hassle or trial and error, of how to get your finances under control, how to properly budget, how to properly place your money in areas that are best beneficial for you, how to really get a restraint on your money and really control those things. And if you may fall on the other side of things where you may be a bit too frugal, a bit too cautious, a bit too careful, you may need to take some risk financially in regards to the area that you'll be moving into. So you may be presented with opportunities where you can learn how to loosen up the reins on your finances so that way you don't have them in a chokehold. Right? You're going to go through different experiences to really start prepping you for this opportunity so that way when you walk into it, you can manage it. And even if this is a circumstance of like love, right? You may have gone through situations or obstacles in love that has built boundaries for you. If you were a people pleaser, overgiver, or overlover, now you've gone through circumstances where you've developed well-maintained boundaries to not give too much of yourself where you lose your identity or you lose your own grounding and footing and connections, right? So do you see how this kind of works? And when these skills and attributes are fully developed or develop at least to some great capacity, that's when this comes in. And it comes in at that time because then you'll know how to sustain and maintain this foundation. So there's something that's going to present itself to you. And you can already feel that it's coming up on the horizon. You can already feel this is, if you pick pile 1, you can kind of feel that this is coming up on the horizon, whether it's love, finances, career, something you're in life, your life purpose, kind of feeling like you're on the brink of a breakthrough. It's coming up on the horizon. But it comes and it presents itself once you have went through that human development. So pile 1, I am going to leave this here. It's been a pleasure to read for you. I know this was kind of a bit all over the place, but I hope you understand the message. So thank you so much. Bye. Hey pile 2, Mariah here. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. Well, pleasure's all mine. Hopefully you're doing really good today. So we're going to go ahead and get into your channel message. Excuse me. And see what Spirit wants you to know. So if you chose pile 2, this is absolutely for you. So Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what do you need pile 2 to know? Again, I'm just going to pull an oracle deck, an oracle card, and then tarot. But you know how I channel. I just go straight from the hip. So let's see. Oh my goodness, you know what I'm hearing? Oh, it just came to me. It's those old hand games. There's one specifically. Down in the valley goes hanky panky, go E-I, hanky. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if somebody has kids watching this pile, and if you don't have kids, you may have been one of those children growing up playing that, whether it's with your siblings, maybe friends, or, you know, if you're a guy and you didn't play that, you may have had like some form of like handshake, because I'm getting a lot of hand movements here. A lot of hand movements. Somebody also does a lot of writing. I don't know if somebody is like a secretary assistant, maybe works in HR, or writes up documents for whatever reason, or even if it's for like personal reasons. I'm just getting a lot of movement with the hands. Somebody's very jittery with the hands. Very jittery with the hands. Somebody has a jittery energy too, because I wasn't like this with pile 1. My energy feels very jittery. What does pile 2 need to know? No, we're not doing all that. I'm not taking all those. I'm not taking all those, just one. Also, too, something about, I'm hearing Maverick. Was Maverick a pack of cigarettes? Back in the day, was there cigarettes called Maverick? I do not remember. But I'm hearing Maverick. And I immediately thought of like cigarettes or smoking. I could be wrong. I don't know. But it's like an old brand. If it is cigarettes, it's like back in the day. I don't know if they still make Maverick cigarettes. But more importantly than that, I'm thinking of the Maverick, like the horse. Like the horse. I don't know if somebody likes horses. But freedom. Now I'm hearing freedom to freedom. To freedom. Smoking gun. Oh, I don't know what the hell is coming through. Accept struggles as a lesson. Why am I here at the smoking gun now? Welcome to the smoke show. Oh. That's why I'm getting that. Okay. Power to. Power to. This is actually what it feels like. It feels like, I don't know if it's a person, people, life itself, or circumstances has tried to bury you. It's like they tried to bury you. They tried to either throw dirt on your name. Life just gave you the short end of the stick. You may have felt like circumstances didn't work out in your favor. You may have felt like people undervalued you, underestimated you. That's a strong energy of underestimation here. It's like you're the underdog. People undervalue you and underestimated you. And it's like and I don't know why I get the energy of trying to prove your worth. Trying to prove your worth to people. Even if you wasn't doing it to necessarily prove your worth to people, it's like as a byproduct, right, of trying to prove your worth, you are trying to prove your worth to yourself. It's like, you know what, if you don't see my value, if life doesn't appreciate me, if this person doesn't appreciate me or see my worth or value, if my family didn't see my worth or value or appreciate me, then you know what, I'm going to prove it to myself that I am worth a lot more than what you tend to value me as, or what you tend to deem me as, or trying to make me seem like I'm worthless. It's like I don't know if you've done this your entire life, or if this is the season that you're in of trying to prove your own worth and value to yourself, or you felt like you've always had to do that, or if it wasn't just to yourself necessarily, it's like doing it to other people. But it's like you're the underdog, you're the smoking gun. It's like you're the real secret weapon here. And it's like people don't see it, or life is not acknowledging it, or others haven't acknowledged it because it's something about their own value. It's like I hope you get where I'm going with this. Give me a second, because I'm trying to process what I'm saying to you. It's like there's so much value in you, but instead of noticing that or taking the time to appreciate that, they just disregard you and put you in a box or compartmentalize you in a space with everyone else and make you seem like you're just average, or you're just like the next Joe Schmo, or, there's nothing too special about you, or you don't really bring much into my existence or into my life, or even life just may have made you feel like you were worth less in comparison to other people based upon the life experiences you were dealt versus others. But you're the trick gun. You're the smoking gun. You're the fire in the night. People, I don't know who has underestimated you. People, places, circumstances, life. But now I get Maverick to freedom. There's something here about your energy power to where for you, the people who underestimated you and didn't see your value, they are going to feel you. They are going to see you. And at that point, you don't give a flying F if they see your value or not. Because you know what? Even though you're an underdog, the underdog still comes out on top. Not always, but you you come out on top. You get whatever this is that you've been, trying to show and prove, trying to step into. If you know you're a good man or a good woman, or if you know you've worked your ass off at that job or at that company, or if you know you've been doing right by trying to get things together in your life and do things, and you felt like it's been setback after setback after setback after struggle, and you still haven't got to where you wanted, or people still didn't notice your value or see your worth, you're going to shut all that down. It's like the Maverick. I'm in Houston, I'm thinking about the rodeo now. It's like that, the Maverick, the stallion just running into the middle of the stadium, the top headliner horse, if you will. That's how it's like you're not to be expected, but here you come guns ablaze, and that's how you're getting ready to come out on top, pile two. People who didn't value you or see your worth, they're going to eat their words. And I will tell you this, pile two, when they do see your value, because guess what? Even though people in your immediate bubble or sphere of your world, right, your pocket of the world, even though they haven't seen your value or acknowledged your value, this is what's going to happen. People outside of your bubble, people outside of your immediate sphere of where those people you have direct access to or contact to or, situations to, they may have not seen it, but it's going to be the strangers who don't know you from a can of paint that start to see your value and go like, oh my God, pile two is an amazing such and such, or oh my God, pile two is an amazing man or an amazing woman. Who would not want to be with that person, or who wouldn't want to have this person at their company, or who wouldn't want to work with this pile two? See, the people that was in your sphere was blind to your success and blind to your potential. Let them stay asleep. Let them stay asleep. Fuck them. Excuse my language. Let them stay asleep. Because it's the people that's outside of your parameter, outside of that bubble, that's going to see you and be like, pile two is the MFing truth. And when they do that, you know what's going to happen? Those people inside your immediate bubble is going to start to feel the wrath and the thunder of the outside noise and applause that other people are making for you that they never made for you the entire time that they were in your bubble. So when that happens, here comes the people in your immediate sphere. Oh, pile two, damn. I take that back. I always knew you could do it. I always knew you had it in you. Hey, you looking real good nowadays, pile two. Maybe I could take you out on a date. Or pile two, you know what? Oh, we do need you back at our company. Or you know what? We're thinking about giving you that promotion or raise. Pile two, you're doing really great. Maybe I can. Listen, save me the BS. Save me the BS. It's when strangers that don't know you, those are going to be the ones for you, pile two, that's clapping the loudest for you. And they're going to be clapping so loud the people inside your immediate sphere can't do anything but acknowledge you. And that's what's happening for you. And even if it's not happening in this moment, that's what's getting ready to come and happen for you. That's what's getting ready to come and into your life. That applause is going to be so loud they can't ignore you. But at that point, you got two choices, pile two. Do you acknowledge those people within your sphere and let them in to this larger step in life that you're moving into? Or do you keep your back turned and say, well, you ain't acknowledged me, then why are you acknowledging me now? That's going to be up to you. And that's going to be something you're going to have to sit with your integrity. You're going to have to sit with that with your soul and decide what's right. Do you want to let these people into your newfound bubble, this newfound world that people are actually valuing you and appreciating you? Do you want to let these people into that? Or do you say, you know what? God didn't care for me back then. Why care for me now? I have people that actually sees my value and gives a fuck about me. Excuse me, I don't know why I keep cussing. This power got me passionate. I'm sorry. Somebody must be heated. Somebody really must have been feeling like the underdog for quite some time, because this power got me heated, because I'm ready to snap on somebody. I'm ready to go, y'all some, F all y'all, because y'all ain't see my word. That's how I felt. And I'm not that kind of person. I don't get aggressive. That's not me. But that's what I feel like, because they didn't see you. They couldn't see you. And the whole time you was the secret gun. You was the maverick, the entire time. But people will acknowledge you. You will be felt. You will be heard. You will be seen. You better believe that. And you will be acknowledged by many, right? Whether it's by somebody that's going to be very important in your life, where their opinion matters to you, whether it's through multiple people, depending on the area of life this is happening in. But you will be felt, nonetheless. There's no question in that. So the people who didn't see you then, they're for sure, and I mean for damn sure, they're going to see you now. Don't doubt that. And I don't even think, pile two, you're going to give an F. Not when you move into this new step of life, this new realm of life. I don't think you're going to give a F about what they think. Because you knew the entire time you really were the best of the best. Now it's just being acknowledged, what you've already known this entire time. So pile 2, I didn't even pull. That's so crazy. I literally didn't pull from my deck. And this is how, if you're new to my channel, if you just now catching me, when I channel, sometimes the cards don't even get picked up. Straight from the hip. Pile 2, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hopefully, though, that resonated for you. Hopefully, that is giving you some insight of what's getting ready to come or what may be happening. I wish you all the love. You know I'm here riding for you. So when you do start to really make those bold moves and things start to happen for you and you get your acknowledgments and your accolades and your praise and you're being valued in the way you deserve to be, just know that I love you and I've seen it here. This entire time, you got this. I love you. Bye, pile 2. Hey, pile 3, Mariah here. Pleasure to meet you. Hopefully you're doing good. I'm well. Hopefully you're well too. It's an honor and a privilege. So let's go ahead and get into your channel message. Just like I've told pile 1 and 2, I will tell you too. I'm going to pull from my Oracle deck. I am going to also pull from my tarot deck. I will tell you what I did with pile 2. I didn't pick a damn card from the tarot deck. I completely channel, and that's how the name of the game is. If you're familiar with my channel readings, sometimes I pull cards, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it just comes and I'm shooting straight from the hip of what Spirit needs me to convey to you. And that's how it goes, right? So, tell me for my pile 3, Spirit. What does my pile 3s need to know? I'm hearing at first I heard Bone Crusher, but then I heard Ghost Rider. I'm not sure if somebody likes the movie Ghost Rider. Kindness counts. Amy, now I'm hearing Amy Winehouse. What does that have to do with anything? And the number 8. The number 8. I don't know if that's a part of your birth year, if you're born on the 8th or the 8th month. Oh, that's Leo season. I'm crazy over here. But it's the figure 8, more importantly. Do you remember, and oh my God, I don't remember the full story in its entirety. Do you remember back in the 90s, the figure skater who was killed? Oh my God, I can't. And they made a movie about her. Like recently, I think it was with Margot Robbie. They made, Margot Robbie was in it. And it was the figure skater back in the 90s. And she was killed by another figure skater. And the figure skater that killed her had this persona or this perception, at least in the public light, like she was a great woman, or she was, somebody to be admired, or maybe, a sweet woman, a sweet girl. Whole time she was a freaking killer. Watch your back, pile 3. Watch your back, pile 3. Okay, well, that probably sounds super wrong. I'm not saying anything like that is going to happen to you. I'm not saying that. But there's something, no bueno. You're the no bueno pile. There's somebody in your midst, whether around you, previously around you, or that will be entering into your life, that does not have the best intentions for you, pile 3. Just be careful of whoever this is or whatever this energy is, because this is somebody that's it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Now I'm hearing that old, I don't know if it's a Temptations, it's an old back in the day song. It's called, or is it by the Ohio Players? I think that maybe it's by them, I don't know. But it's, they smile in your face, whole time they want to take your place, backstab. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm feeling, pile 3. They smile in your face, whole time they want to take your place, backstabbers. That's what this feels like. Who the hell is this? Who is this around you? It's either somebody around you that was previously around you, but their energy is still on you. So if you've gotten rid of this person, pile 3, and I'm still picking up their energy around you or on you, you may want to do like some energy work, whether it's seeing an energy healer or, getting some, doing energy, like a spiritual bath, something, cleanse yourself. Okay. But that's what this feels like. There's somebody in your sphere that is either coming off as they have the best intentions for you, that they care about you, that they love you, that they're on your side, that they're on your team. And the whole time when they turn their head away from you, they're like, pile 3, or like talking about you, talking bad about you, whether it's to their own close confidants, whether it's just to random people, whether just talking bad on your name or spreading things about you that isn't the best. There's somebody here that doesn't have it, but then they'll be in your face like everything is cool. And it's like, even with being in your face, the things that you tell them, whether it's in secrecy, whether it is, this person being a confidant for you, whether it's just somebody that you think is maybe okay, right? They're telling your information to other people. And even if they're not, let's just say, for, excuse my language, shits and giggles, let's just say they're not telling your information to other people, pile 3. This is somebody that you can do good, but just don't do better than me. And that's what this feels like. Oh, hell no. I don't like this energy. Because that's what this feels like. You can do good, but don't do better than me. Because once you start to propel and surpass where I'm at, now we got a problem. Now I'm really feeling envy for you. Now I'm really feeling some kind of way about you. Now I really don't want to see you win. Now I really don't want to see you strive and achieve. I'm already giving you the side eye. But you know what? You may be cool for whatever reason. So I'll still stick around just to watch you. Just to be in your energy just because, you're cool, you're decent, pile 3. But once you start to surpass where I'm at in life, or you're achieving more, whether it's, say for example, you both are single. Soon as you get a man or woman, pile 3, this person is going to be your biggest hater. Meaning they'll try to tell you things in the space or in the capacity of being a good friend, being caring. The whole time this person, man or woman, may be telling you things to try and keep you single. It may possibly try and destroy your relationship. Oh, listen, guy, or listen, girl, listen, he did that. No, nope, that's not okay. Or if this is somebody when it comes to your career or your finances or life opportunities, whatever this may be, this is somebody that's going to watch you. And as soon as you achieve something greater than what they have, I'm telling you now, watch that person. Evil. I can't stand people like that. Evil. Because they don't want, it's like, especially pile 3, if this person comes from the same environment, the same background, the same socioeconomic status, it's like if you two come from the same level of footing in life, but you surpass where they are, but y'all come from the same area or start, right? The same kind of start in life, but you surpass them. This is somebody that will even stay around in your energy and try to act nice, try to act kind, trying to act like they actually give a F, but on the inside, they're boiling. Because how did you, of all people, why were you the one selected to get that relationship? Or why were you the one selected to get that raise in pay? Or to start that business that's doing well? Or to finally be able to make that move and make that transition that I've been too scared to do, but yet you're doing it. And now you're enjoying your life on your own terms, but I'm still here and stuck. This is somebody you want to... I don't even get mad. You and pile 2 got me. I'm not gonna lie. You and pile 2... got me ready to punch the air. Watch this person. Because again, if you don't have this in your life, this is what's going to come in. Somebody that's going to be really kind, really nice, really sweet. It's like, okay, cool. We hitting it off. Maybe we got some common interests. But you're going to have to watch out for those subtle cues, right? Those little spiteful jokes that are, I'm just joking, but every joke, the reason why it's funny because it has some lining of the truth. That's why jokes are funny. So when they start making or cracking jokes, just playing around or just trying to lighten the mood or just trying to be funny at your expense, but it's all in the name of, oh, it's just a joke. Watch that, because it's not a joke. That's a passive aggressive tactic of that person expressing they're bitter towards you. because of what you've achieved or what you're achieving or what you're getting ready to achieve. Watch when they start to make sly remarks about you. Watch when they start to nitpick at you a little more often than usual. Watch when this person starts to give suggestions that intuitively doesn't really sound in alignment with what you should be doing or what's right for you. They may be able to analytically make it make sense, but intuitively you're going to be like, I don't know about that. Listen to your intuition, because I don't care how many words this person strings together to make it sound amazing, right? Words that sounds like Mozart, right? A Mozart performance. Just beautiful, beautiful words that's convincing of, hey, Power 3, you shouldn't do this, or maybe you should take this route instead, or maybe you should go this way. Very beautifully convincing. And you think that this person is doing it with the best interest of heart. But your intuition is going to tell you, your intuition is going to start ringing. And if your intuition start ringing, take your intuition's advice. Don't listen to this person. Don't. Do not. I'm telling you. Now I'm hearing it's like a letter S, like Sandra, Steven. Now I'm hearing Steven to go, oh, let me stop. I keep getting stuff. But anyway, Power 3, I'm going to leave this here. I'm not going to banter on this for too long. But just watch. If this is somebody you had in your life, make sure you cleanse your energy, because this energy is still around you. If you pick this pile, that energy is still around you. Even if they're not physically around you, you're still carrying this person's energy. Meaning, from a distance, even with cutting this person off, they still is sending bad energy your way from a distance. Whether it's through either being able to still spy on you or watch you from social media, or if they don't have any contact to watch you or observe you at all, in their mind, because they have a spiteful heart, right? When people can't be happy for other people, that's a spiteful heart. That's somebody that's still wishing or hoping that you don't succeed in life, even if they're not in your life. Even if they're not in your life. It's messed up. And if you cut that person out, whatever, cleanse your energy. If you pick this pile, cleanse your energy. I mean that. Please, please, cleanse your energy. And if this is somebody that's in your life, take heed to my words. Start really being very attentive to this person. If you kind of got the feeling of who this may be, start being very attentive to this person. And if this person hasn't entered your life yet, please take notice of how this person starts to operate around you and their behavior, and see what matches and what doesn't. Okay? Power 3, I love you. It's been a blessing. It's been an honor. And just like Power 2, I didn't even pick up a damn card from my deck. All channeled. I love you. Spirit loves you. I hope you're good. I hope you take care of yourself. It's been an honor and pleasure. Bye, Power 3.